everyone. Welcome to Kramer and Jess Uncensored. It's been labeled as the most inconsistent podcast on the interwebs. So sorry. 133 though, man. How about that?
It's a lot.
133 in almost about 3.5 years of doing this show, and that's wild, man. That seems crazy. So thank you for being a part of this. Really appreciate it. We strive for once a week to do this show, and if you've never been here before, you need to know this is not quite like the radio show. It's like your favorite characters put into a different situation, though, right? So how do you describe the Uncensored podcast? The warning we need to give here.
It's like the close friends feature on Instagram where you specifically select certain people that you actually share everything with. And that's what the Uncensored podcast that's what the Uncensored podcast is. And we just hope that you respect that, and just, so it's supposed to be an open and safe space.
Right. So don't be telling nobody nothing. And we do the show live on YouTube as well. But I know it's been kind of like inconsistent. Hi, Tina. Good morning. There's Queen Pam. Hi. And what's up, Doe Eyes? Good morning. Yeah, with my health stuff, man, like I was getting better, and then all of a sudden I got worse. And so we were like, we're going to be able to podcast again. I'm going to physical therapy less often, and everything's feeling better. And then it just didn't. I mean, I've told this story so many times on Certified Mama's Boy. There's no point in really getting into it, but my health just keeps kind of going up and down. So that's why we've kind of been inconsistent. I'm looking at us right now on the YouTube show, and we look absolutely obnoxious.
Why? Everyone go like this.
We're literally all wearing. Yeah,
Mine's
thank you.
A little different though.
And Amber,
mine is blue.
Thank you for noticing this. If you can't tell, we're all
Does
trying
it look cute?
I don't think so.
No, Amber says it's cute.
But yeah, no. Well, she said y'all match.
No, she
today.
said, "Aw, y'all match." That means it's cute.
Amber, tell us if it's cute or does it look annoying? I feel like we look like Wendy's employees or something
so
right now.
cute.
We're a little too. So I have a question though. Do you think? Oh, hi, Isabel. Good morning. Do you think that?
Are we going to talk about the Dreamies?
Well, I'm going to preface it with a question.
Oh.
And the question is, do you think that anyone that we work with
careful
listens to this podcast? I'm just asking.
Oh.
Do you think anyone that we work with
before we get into it?
Yeah.
Into it?
Do you think that anyone that
No, I don't.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they give a fuck about us.
You don't?
No, bro.
I think they listen.
They don't. They don't. Nobody.
You don't think you literally don't? Now I'm going to tell you.
Hell no, I don't.
Sometimes my perception of these things are off, and it could be.
Why you think people listen?
Who would?
No one.
One person.
Who?
The one that texted you, we thought was going to text you?
No way.
No. I don't think so. Not the podcast. No,
Okay.
not the podcast.
Right.
I don't think. I'm trying to think of who it might be.
But that also doesn't mean that we can just wild out.
No, we can't.
We still need to be
I know.
respectful.
There's something I know we really want to talk about today, but I'm just trying to think of how to do it carefully. You know what I mean? You think it's safe or it's not safe?
I mean, I don't
It's
care.
safe.
I think if we all collectively go in with it, if one
Of it
person
being
backs out,
respectful?
one person backs down though, we're going to be in trouble. I think if we come in collectively and talk about it.
No, we can, but that doesn't mean that you can. You can't set the like. You also need to set.
How
You
about
need to
you-
be respectful.
How about you set this up, Jess?
I will.
Okay, please.
So we have a group activity at
Careful.
work. We have a group activity at work today. And this activity is intended to give positive reinforcement for the team in this building. And it's all in good fun where they've created almost like an Oscars of our building where they give out awards and all that kind of stuff. Some of it is nice, some of it is like poking fun, blah blah blah. But it's always a little difficult to do work group activities.
This is painful, by the way, but go ahead.
Because everyone has so many different schedules, whereas like everyone that's on in the mornings, we've been here since 5 a.m.
Well, 5:45.
And well, Stone and I have been here
5:50
since
some days,
5 a.m.
which is better than San Diego. I used to roll in at 5:59. I feel like I've come a long way.
Oh, by 5 minutes?
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe 10.
whatever.
Okay.
But like it's just It's a little. It just
So think
feels
about
a little
this.
forced sometimes.
I want you to think, if you're a fan of The Office.
The love language feels off. It's almost like, don't love me in your love language. Love me in my love
This is
language.
deep. Now we're getting deep.
I think honestly
Jess?
that is the perfect description of what's going on right now.
is good.
And they're not listening to our love language, because my love language would have been a cute little breakfast at 6 a.m.
Sure.
for the people,
muffins,
for us,
orange juice.
that like never, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For us,
donuts.
early birds, that never happens.
Sure.
And it could have been DoorDash.
Totally.
They didn't have to
like,
be here
dude,
at
if we
6.
got DoorDashed like the most basic, like just very sweet, simple breakfast at 6 a.m. for a morning drive,
You thrive.
I
off
would have
that.
fucking cried. I would have been like, that is the most thoughtful thing
Well,
that
hang on.
anyone could ever do for us.
Let's open this conversation up.
Does that make sense, though?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Let's ask the question of, and YouTube show, you can chime in on this. How does your office show you appreciation? Right. And we're going to have a group conversation here about how is it done how are you appreciated at work? Now today.
And is it productive? Like, is it
Careful.
impactful?
So what, if you're a fan of The Office, then you may remember, was it the Dundees?
Yes.
Is that what it was? The Dundee Awards, which is very similar to what we're doing today, which is called the Dreamy Awards.
I don't like that name. That's the one gripe I have.
Careful.
What do you think it should be called?
Call it the Audies, like the Odyssey Awards.
The Audies? We sound like we're getting audited.
I don't know. Call it Dreamies.
Well, so the Dreamies, because we're the Baltimore Dream team.
Oh.
So
Stone is like, no one ever invited me to the Dream team.
Stone's like, I finally get full time. Now half the shit makes sense. So
yes,
yes, because we're the Dream team, so it's the Dreamies. And so what they do is they give us awards, like an award ceremony. And Jess, what's your problem with it? Tell them problem you solo have with this, and we're fine.
No way. I'm speaking. Okay. No. Literally.
You want to go home right now.
Every single person
Wants
that has to be here when it's dark outside
wants to go home right now.
Is not comfortable sometimes with the timing and that's what I'll say. I think the intent and the idea behind it is so nice, and I will give them credit because for the first time they are moving something an hour prior than they usually do, because a lot of the times it's like in fucking at 12 p.m. and we're like, you guys, and then
Well,
but the intent and like the idea, that is like creative and it's sweet and everything like that. But I just think sometimes it like misses the mark, and it's being realistic about like, okay, if you want everyone involved, like all of us are in and out of here at different times. Like it just like this isn't like a normal like 9 to 5 situation for all of us.
How about this? Felicia on YouTube says that they get a food truck. God, sometimes I'm like, I forgot what like other jobs are like.
Dude, Garage Boy?
Yeah.
That boy is a prince.
They
treat that man like a prince.
It's
over
not
there.
even so Felicia said we get food trucks. Wow. And random small gifts on holidays, i.e. a cookie or a water bottle. That's nice. And sometimes we get Chick-fil-A or catering order. That's really nice.
That's cool. That's very sweet.
Amber says, my job just gives us random clutter with a company logo.
Gives you?
No.
Yeah.
Too far?
You mean you don't have to pay for
Gives?
it?
Yeah. Notice the matching hoodies that we have on today. that we're all rocking. There's probably, I wonder.
It is very sweet though. Everything behind the intent is pure, and I think it's coming from a good place.
It is. I think the problem is that we have because no matter what, and here's the difference. Everyone else in this building is stuck here till 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's be honest. If you had to either sit behind your desk and cold call clients or do production, you'd probably rather go mingle and eat some, a charcuterie board.
Like lunch and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a cool break.
For us, and let's be honest, is there anybody listening right now?
Oh, dude.
Who the ultimate reward would not be just to go home?
Dude, it's like getting out of work on a Friday at 5 p.m., but they're asking you to stay till 7.
And like
that's what it is.
Yeah,
but it's not a Friday.
But it's any day. Any day. Imagine that you got to leave at 5 and they're like, hey, can you guys do till 7? We're gonna do it like a little.
It's not a Friday,
thing.
but it's still like
it's giving Friday. It's giving Friday at 5.
It's giving like I feel like everyone just thinks like it's that we I feel like nobody, again, and it's not even, I get that you don't understand because you don't have to be up this early
I know.
and you're not in your real life. Because, okay, and I'm not trying to, I'm just being real about like how my day is and my
Careful.
schedule. Okay.
I've been real a couple times in my career. It didn't go well.
No. I'm gonna move. Now I'm taking the situation out of it. I'm just being realistic about like what I have to do in my life. So if I, like my sweet spot of actually getting shit done in my life and doing things is literally like noon to 3.
Same.
Because after that, I'm preparing for my nightfall,
which
is at 8 p.m.
Well, you don't nap either. And so like with me,
So
like my
I'm
sweet spot's like 11 o'clock, like 11 to 12 is like my only free time during the day. If I plan anything, it has to be between 11 and 12. If not, it's not happening for that day. It's
and
just
then
not.
I hate it when I get asked of like, oh, you're tired. Oh, yeah, you guys have been up early. Like, yeah, I know I have fucking bags under my eyes. I know this. And I know I'm not like 10 out of 10 just right now. Cause at this time I'm used to like being alone because I'm coming down.
Right. We have to hibernate.
And that's when we're doing things as like socially as a group. And so I don't like being side-eyed for being tired girl or being side-eyed for not being involved girl when it's like, bro,
it's almost better if we don't go because
like my eyes
we don't bring the energy they want us to bring.
Yeah.
They're thinking Kramer and Jess Stone, morning show, and we're like, we're fucking tired. Anyway, I know this is not as relatable to everybody, but we're just venting over here.
No, I think anyone can relate to having to do like a work thing out of like the work hours.
Sure, you can totally understand that. So at least you understand where we're kind of walking into today.
And on top of that, this is again just me personally. I'm on a very restricted fucking lifestyle right now, and I don't want to be tempted with whatever stuff is out there.
Welcome to my life, by the way.
So that's why I'm just like, I gotta go home and I have to go to the gym and I have to have my meal prep, and I don't want to look or smell anything else because I'm losing my mind.
Are you being crazy about like your diet and everything?
It's not even about.
Like you are.
No, it's not even about. Oh, what do you mean, like crazy?
Like, are you trying to lose a lot of weight before your wedding? Because I made that grave mistake that I wish I wouldn't have done in hindsight.
No, it's mainly like, it's not like losing. Like I need to be like skinny. It's just like I want to feel good, but also in that, it's like we're buckling down so much as far as like saving money, and that also turns into like, if I just like dip my toe into like having a slice of pizza, I'll be like, you know what? I want to go get a Starbucks or like bucket, or like, you know what? I kind of want to.
It's a weird like double-edged sword. Before my wedding, I went on the craziest diet. I don't even remember quite. I remember I ate mostly just sweet potatoes, and then I would drink something that like, I don't even, it was very spicy. It had a bunch of spices in it that was supposed to just like heat up my, I think I eat grilled
the cayenne pepper.
Yeah, something like that. So I was drinking that multiple times a day and eating basically only sweet potatoes and maybe some grilled chicken.
Yeah, I'm all like chicken and broccoli right now because it's a combination of like wedding healthy, but I'm also like in the midst of changing my lifestyle in general because I want to implement very, very good habits for myself. And also I want my perception of health and my body image to be pristine before I start having kids, because I don't want to go into having any sort of insecurity to put on my children. Or I also know that my body is going to go through a lot of changes.
Yeah.
So if I don't deal with that like in-depth work now, I also know the potential that what that could do for me and to me.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that I'm going through internally.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't want cookies right now. Like, long story
we somehow
short.
got from a sugar cookie to a in-depth soulful
But
search.
does that make sense?
Totally.
Like, I'm like going through a lot of shit right now.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah.
I know you are. Yeah. You okay?
I mean, it's whatever. Yeah. I would just like to go home.
I either want a cookie or I want to leave, and I don't care which one, but I gotta have one.
I just like to go home.
No, there's a lot, dude. Weddings are fucking. You're in the worst part right now. You're in the worst fucking part, and like it'll be so fun the day of, but it's gonna be hell.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hell.
Day of's gonna be cool.
It's just right now. It's like there's just so much
planning. There's like planning schedules. There's shot lists. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot. I told you. I warned you. The last 60 is like
every day. I'm doing.
Remember how fun it was at the beginning? It seemed like venue. Remember, you put your venue out.
Yeah.
Jess was still so carefree at that point. Now she's like, what color sugar should we put on the rims of the glasses?
It's cool.
It's just a lot of decisions. You're worried about your phone on your bachelorette party. We should talk about this, okay? And I want to know what that really means, because I clearly have never been to a bachelorette party. I've only been actually to maybe 1 or 2 bachelor parties, and I will tell you,
This is my first one.
You've never been to one either?
This is my first
Okay,
one.
so we can actually use your help, YouTube. I don't know. I've been to 2 bachelor parties, and both of them have been the most underwhelming of chaotic.
What'd you guys do though?
Fun.
What'd you guys?
We
go
had
do?
I don't even know. The other one would be considered a bachelor party.
It was
just
wait, underwhelming in the sense like you didn't enjoy yourself, or it was
it
so
just,
hyped up that
like,
you were like,
you
what the fuck?
I think that the expectation of the bachelor party is always like The Hangover, right? Or like any early 2000s movie where you see a bachelor party and it's like
Oh, you think it's gonna
rager,
be like that?
strippers, everyone's on coke for some reason. Like that's like my expectation of a bachelor party, because that's like the idea. Pretty tame. In reality, a bunch of dudes going, no one misbehaved. Like nobody, like, oh, I bet they're going to be cheating. Like, no one's cheating on nobody. It was very
Can we
calm.
end? Can we? I'm sorry, but I have never thought that the bachelorette or the bachelor party was like, this is my last night as a single person. No, fool, you've been in a relationship for like 7 years.
Stone,
you haven't been single.
What's your expectation of a bachelor party?
What is that mindset?
It's just a couple dudes hanging out. Yeah. Playing games. Like I really don't expect anything. Playing video games is what I meant. Like I don't expect anything.
Playing tickle games with each other.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
playing games.
playing
playing Mash.
Playing Connect.
Playing emotional games with each other. You know, just a little mind fuck. What are you, Jess says she's worried that she's going to need someone to take her phone away from her.
Yeah, I am going to have my phone removed from me, so there's no evidence online, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing and how I'm being, because I'm not going to get caught up like that, and I'm not going to catch a case.
What do you think you're going to be doing that you're so concerned about?
Here's the deal.
And if I'm your fiance and I hear this, am I concerned about that?
The concern isn't me behaving in a way that is going to like, yeah, like
he knows.
No, he's afraid as well. Like the thing is, every single person that's coming to my bachelorette are the people that I have been the messiest version of myself with.
That's true.
And now this is the first time that I have seen these people, like all of us collectively together in years.
Yeah.
In years. So I know when all of us are together, it's going to be a madhouse of just pure fun. Like we are going to have so much fun, but I'm going to be acting out of pocket. And I'm very reserved. I don't behave that way here, just in case like I run into a family, because I did that one time and I'm never doing that again, where I ran into a family and I was drunk and it made me feel very uncomfortable.
Vomited on them.
And like, and I mean, it was fine, but like, I have to be realistic about like, yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't drink, but I'm just very particular on like when and where and who I fully let my guard down.
You're not going to post anything from the bachelorette party?
I will allow them to give me my phone back the following morning, so I can be clear on what I want to post and I can edit myself.
What do you think the worst thing
is? I'm not going to do it, and no one's going to know what I'm doing in real time. No one's going to see me in real time.
What do you think the worst thing is you're going to do?
I'm going to go on there and I'm be like, bleep, bleep, bleep.
No, but I mean,
bleep,
at your bachelorette party, like, what do you think the worst kind of trouble you're going to get into?
No, it's not trouble.
You're just going to be very drunk.
It's just belligerent. Yeah. And like, I get
1 to 10 drunk. How drunk? You think you'll be a 10?
I'm going to be a 15. Yeah. Like, I'm going to be a 15.
Drugs or no drugs?
No drugs. With like my best friends.
Marijuana
in the
or no
world,
marijuana?
We're going to, yeah. Marijuana isn't a drug.
Okay.
Come on now.
So weed and alcohol. Yeah, but lots of it.
I also just like, we're just going to be having so much fun. And I don't even want to have to worry about like, I don't want to have the gut-wrenching feeling of the next morning, like, oh, fuck, did I post that on my story?
Yeah.
Because it's so different.
It's different.
It's very, very different
now. And you should be able to have that time to while out and not worry about it. Do you think you'll tell us the stories, though, of the stuff you don't post?
No.
You're just going to let it, like, die. It has to die at the bachelorette party. There's no way.
It'll stay in St. Pete.
This will literally be like Garage Boy Part 2. You'll walk back in and be like, I have to tell you what I did at my bachelorette party.
No, not now.
Just cannot keep a secret anymore to save your life.
No, actually, that's very different. I actually keep more secrets than ever, and I'm very particular about what I say and what I share.
Go on.
It's called. Sorry, it's grown-ups now. Sorry, so I still gotta stay at home.
Are you worried about Garage Boy at all?
No.
I don't even know what.
You know that trend on TikTok where it's like, he's probably cheating on me right now, and then it switches to the guys like singing Creed, like they, or singing like fucking Foo Fighters or something.
Because where are they going?
That's what Garage is going to be
What
doing.
are they doing for their bachelor party?
He's going to Vegas. He's going to try to get into that Pinky Ring Lounge, that Bruno Mars's bar, which sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then they're going shooting. And then what else are they doing? They're going out. They're going out to the
there's nothing to
like downtown Vegas. They're gonna do a pool party. And yeah.
And there's no part of you on either side that feels. I don't even know what Garage Boy. I mean, I've seen him drink before, but not like, I don't know what he's like when he's drunk. I don't really know what drunk Garage is.
He's such a free bird. Honestly, like, I'm just happy for him. Like, I'm happy for us. Like, he deserves to go and be that guy because he is so reserved. And I feel like he always is like, whenever we're together, we have a lot of fun together. But when we're out, I know that he is always cognizant of what's going on around me because that's always his biggest concern, as if like, I'm safe, I'm good, whatever. And I'm always like, come on, let's black the fuck out, right? And he's like, no, I need head on a swivel. I need to make sure you don't get taken, like whatever, which I appreciate. But I'm just happy for him to go and like he can just go fucking like worry free, like go have a good ass time.
Yeah, and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
We're going to do something very vulnerable here in a minute. Maybe one of the most vulnerable things we've ever done. We're going to read producer Stone's dating profile.
Former dating profile.
Of what he, because I don't even know what it would sound like.
Can I read it out loud?
Yeah.
Send it to me.
I think that Jess should actually read it.
From Stone's perspective.
Yeah, from a different perspective. And we're going to do that right after our break. So hang tight. Stone and I have agree that there's really like dating profiles are very vulnerable.
Yeah.
They're very awkward. They're very vulnerable. In case you don't know Stone, he's our producer, 25. He's got a lovely girlfriend named Rachel. But before that, Stone was in these streets, like he was out here trying to bag him a lady. You know what I mean?
I just sent it to you, Jen.
Okay.
And it's funny because dating profiles are so like, don't ruin it yet.
Funny?
Don't ruin it yet. Don't ruin it. Hang on. Save it. They're just like, you have to be like kind of flirty and like you don't really like see your coworkers in like that state, right? So like,
God, Jess.
If you ever ran,
I love it. Like I just love it.
If you ever ran across somebody that you work with on a dating profile, it's very uncomfortable, right? So what we asked Stone to do is because obviously like, hey, listen, he's got Rachel. She seems lovely. They're happy.
Definitely.
Let's go through the previous dating profile of Stone and see what he was saying to these ladies out here in the streets of Baltimore to finally get him a good one.
What app is this?
Hinge.
Okay. I think because I've never been on dating apps before just because I've always been terrified of them. When I was single, like I wouldn't even do it. I think like my first reaction was together we could, and like that's on the app.
It's like the prompt.
I'm like, you're already fucking it up for everyone.
It's so stressful.
Like together this could be us, but you know, like why are they doing doing people like this?
Terrible.
Write your page in my burn book. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Okay, so
that alone is uncomfortable.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Stone.
the dating profile. The dating profile of
which one?
Stone Feltz.
Is this your thirst trap? Okay. So
obviously we want
it rained.
Opening. Location. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so this first photo of Stone is like,
here, show it to the YouTube
it's
show.
the one I think I've showed.
It is like
it's
no, it's not.
That one?
Look at this. Stone, can you please tell the audience what it was you were trying to convey with this photo that you selected?
Annoyance.
Jess, what's it giving? What's it giving if you're scrolling? What's it giving?
Okay, it's giving like I'm so conflicted. Like I play the guitar, I'm mysterious, and like like let me
this guy has a guitar and plays at bars on weekends,
yeah.
doesn't he? Yeah, he's a very
like
deep...
immediately his voice is like, hey girl.
Wait, what was the prompt though? What
my life peaked when?
And then it was that picture.
And then it was this picture. Wait, so you just give a picture, you don't have anything to say about this photo?
Do you say you don't say anything, right? I think
other than like that, life.
It says my life peaked when, and then this is the photo, Stone.
And why did you choose the photo where you look a little
you're like
downtrodden?
I just thought it was silly.
Silly.
I don't know.
You thought it was silly?
So Jess, you see that on a dating profile, and what do you?
So this is the rain, but this is like you're soaked. There's like water dripping off your face.
Some backstory there.
Yeah.
Sure. Well,
I was
go ahead.
sitting on the
Backstory,
beach and it started to pour, and your boy got soaked.
but we don't have the backstory.
But
You know,
it's
with
sad.
If someone asked me, I think that's the point. They're supposed to ask you about
so he's
stuff.
Okay.
he's
And,
saying
like the conversation.
What
you're
happened?
like, come into this mystery.
yeah, there's a lot going on in this picture, and maybe you'll ask me about what's okay.
This
all
is
right,
like emotional.
Yeah.
This is like emotional photo.
okay. Next,
You liking that photo? That should be like my.
No,
Mona
I-
Lisa.
No. I don't want you to use this anymore. That's what I just don't. I
Did
just
not realize it.
no. I just think it's very like this. Just of your personality. This is
not
nothing
that.
like you.
It's not that.
That's why I'm just like
That
this
picture has
man.
personality.
This man looks conflicted and like is just very like
In that moment, I was not happy.
he has a blog
Yeah. Yes, a blog where he gets all of his feelings out.
Yeah.
It's got some poetry in there as well.
that he does spoken word.
Yeah.
Which that's not you. Like you're just so not that. So I'd
That's
say
funny.
I'd say that was a miss.
Doe Eye says it's
A
giving
miss.
annoyance for sure. It's giving annoyance. So
Okay, this picture. I recently discovered that I apparently look like Curtis Connor. Who is that?
Curtis Connor. I can pull a picture for you.
This is
He's
cute.
a YouTuber.
So I
You-
think
you
I
like
think
this.
this photo I think is more like
Is it the darker one?
it's the darker one, but like you're smiling and
That
you
was
look
in the parking lot,
happy. This looks. I
so
think
you like
this,
that
this
one. That
one's
the
nice.
picture is good. You see though, he says I look like someone that probably 99.9% of people are not going to know.
Curtis Connor.
Is that which you do? Yes, you definitely do.
I don't know who that
It's
is.
a YouTuber.
But if you just saw that scrolling, Jess,
Mhm.
what is that? What is that doing for you? If you don't know who, I would say, do you think most people know who that is, or we just,
I think a lot of people my age
My
know who that
age,
is.
you're
I've
Yeah,
gotten
that's
stopped
true.
in public.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jess, how do you think that one's set?
That's fine. Like I don't know who that is,
Yeah.
but again, like you said, people your age
Mhm.
might. And I also, even if I didn't know who that was, I really wouldn't care. I would just like your picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
fair enough.
I'm like this is like way more inviting than the last one. So I'd be like, maybe the last one it was just like raining.
Okay. Next.
Next says, never have I ever wanted to hear my horoscope, and he's like, me and the boys.
Never have I wanted to hear my horoscope. Out of everything you could have said, never have I ever.
Yeah.
You chose
Thought to get him fired up. You know.
hear my
No,
horoscope.
immediately I'm like, oh, so he just doesn't give a fuck about like my rising sun.
I mean, that is what
So-
Rachel.
Oh, so he just doesn't give a fuck that I'm a Gemini.
So wait, that was the one that she responded.
That was what Rachel liked.
Wait, was that your strategy of like trying to get girl? Because obviously a lot of
I was trying to get a chuckle, like,
Okay.
haha, and like maybe they'd say, "Oh, what are you? I'm an Aries, whatever."
what
And
did
you'd be
she?
like, I don't
What
know,
was her
'cause I don't-
reaction to
She
that?
was like, "That's such a Gemini thing to say." I'm not a
Okay.
Gemini,
But why never have I ever? Why that? I feel like there's a lot of never have I ever. Jess, you read that on a dating profile. What is that?
I will admit, sorry, some of these prompts were so
I know,
bad.
I
It's
know.
like
It's
tough to
tough.
pick a prompt.
No,
is
what
to,
I'm
like-
saying, I think from off the bat, everything, the content aside, like this is not setting you up for success, which I don't like. Like
it's
what?
not. It's not giving Stone's personality.
No, I'm saying like the prompts in the dating app in general.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
I
that's
know.
really messed
It's
up to
bad.
where if you're actually trying to meet somebody, like why does it have to be weird like that? Like
Can
I
I-
peaked.
can I
I'm sorry,
tell you?
I peaked when? Like that is so negative.
Can I tell you though? I saw one time. This was funny, and I got to give this dude credit. It was like only one of these is true. It's like I've been to Paris and I have a small penis, and he had a picture of him in Paris, and I'm like, that's good.
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
funny.
a good
If-
use of a terrible
If,
prompt.
but I also think that'll weed out because I feel like that would turn off some girls
could.
where it's like,
It
ew,
could.
don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Or it would be like, ha 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 ha.
Right, you're into the
and I
humor.
feel like
you're
that
not.
would take into the similar
Sure.
humor because that's something that you want to
Mhm.
obviously share with your partner.
Did you ever
Yeah.
consider talking about your penis on your profile?
No,
No,
never.
not
Not
once.
even. Didn't even cross my
Good.
mind
Good.
at all.
Good for you. That's giving green flags. Anything else on there, Jess? That we need to
These are,
discuss.
these are the two final photos of Stone. You know, he's like, you
It's
know,
deep. He's deep in thought.
I'm like out here, like,
Deep.
you know, I'm out here in these Baltimore nights,
And
like,
there's Taco Bell.
and then Taco Bell with my friends. I'm also like,
Mm.
I'm like a social boy. Like I'm with the boys and stuff, you know.
Rate his dating profile, Jess. If you had to give it a grade, how do you do? I mean, obviously,
Can
it
I give a grade of my own dating profile?
Yeah.
And then I would say
Can I give my
I'll
own
say it's a 6.
out of 10.
Yeah,
Where was the room for improvement?
I think everywhere.
All the way around.
I
now
think-
you hear it.
No, like I knew it wasn't great. Like I
Okay.
didn't like have confidence about my dating profile.
Sure.
It's just something that it's such, like you mentioned, an awkward thing to
Yeah,
do.
it is.
It's very
Even if
awkward.
you're both in a dating app, it's like just awkward. So I don't think anyone has a great one.
No, it's true. It's a very weird world to try to navigate, which is why I stopped. It just didn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, like these prompts are.
What would you give it though, Jess? You scroll through that, and if you had to give him a,
I think I'm a little less critical just because I don't expect like guys to pick like the best photos of all time, or like I think that's a little different and
guys don't
awkward
take
for like
pictures either.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I think whenever I look at things, or I'm even putting myself in like single brain when I would like be talking to guys and like looking at like Instagram or something like that, or
Mhm.
even like their Snapchat. I already was going into it thinking like I'm not really gonna get what I need because they don't know what the fuck
right, what
to
this
show
even
me,
is.
you know. So I would
Can I tell you?
say
One time, a girl told me, she goes, "Your biggest red flag about your dating profile is you have way too many posed pictures."
yeah.
I'm like, in
What
hindsight,
does
it was
that
kind of true.
mean?
Like like
I know what that
like-
means, but like I feel like a lot of
planned. You
I
know,
feel like a lot of women dating profiles,
but
are
it's different.
planned.
It's a different world. It's a different world. My understanding is women don't like the planned shots.
She was like, oh, why is he so good at this?
Right. It's almost too concerning that you
Like, what game is he trying
that
to
it's
play?
so curated.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
photos
yeah,
are so
yeah.
curated. It's almost
You can
concerning.
have too good of photos.
I think
and then
so.
not good
No,
enough
it's
photos.
because you want this. No, you want this.
Yeah.
You're like,
I want-
this Garage Boy is what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his aloofness, his like lack of interest in all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that's what I want.
Because I don't think it
Makes sense.
also is giving it. You're not trying too hard.
Yeah,
You're not trying
you
too
just look
hard.
like you're living your life.
Yeah.
So I would give this like a 7. I'd give honestly.
She pulled that
Yeah,
7 back
she
quick.
couldn't say it. She couldn't
okay,
say
can
it.
I just say, I swear to you, I would literally give it an 8. It's just this picture right here. It just kind of scares me
that
a little bit.
uncomfortable.
Wow, I did not know that.
It makes
picture
me
was
a little
that
scary.
We could have done without that one. You think?
But I'm
so
gonna
crazy.
taking out this like Tumblr photo. I would
The
say this
rain
was like
picture?
a solid 8.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's a solid thing.
It's
Thank you.
nice.
Amber on our YouTube show says he needs to add his credit score to his profile, and I think that
Probably
was,
heard it. I don't even know if I have a credit score.
we did a bit on the radio. I got a couple of years ago now where I added my credit because I hit over 800. I'm like,
Woo.
and I put it on there. Yeah, man.
I got most of
I'd
my
put it on there.
information about Garage Boy from his friends. So what I would do is go through people that he follows or that follow him, and then look for photos of him through their information.
Okay, stalker.
That's how I
good.
get my information.
That's good though. So
That's
you're
crazy.
checking. So wait, how did you? Wait, say that one more time. So you
I
would,
went on his profile.
Yeah.
And I mean, before I was like, okay, whatever. I'm like, this isn't what I want. I'm gonna go to the people that you follow, and I'm also gonna go to the people that are in your photos that you've tagged and see if there's any content of you on their page, and like what you're doing and who you're with and like what that life looks like.
And now look at you two.
And now
How about that?
we're getting married.
How about
Stalker
that?
101.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think that's actually a pretty genius idea.
Yeah.
All righty. We got to go to the Dreamy Award, y'all. So
Dreamy Award.
wish us luck. Hopefully we win big today. Jess, where do we find you?
Just do it. JESSDUITT. Garage Boy and I are dropping a podcast episode this week. That one's gonna be emotional as fuck. So
Why?
just get ready.
About what?
It's just gonna be, we're just gonna be talking about stuff. I'll probably be crying. Like it's gonna be great.
It's like every podcast
but
episode.
it's gonna be a lot. There's a lot of shit going on right
That's a
now.
lot. Okay. Stone, how do we find you on
At Stonefelts on all socials.
there he goes. I'm that guy. Kramer.
Not his dating profile though.
You
Not
won't find that
anymore.
anymore.
No,
That
he
is-
won't. Nope, nope, nope.
That is gone. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. We'll see you. We're just gonna say we'll see you when we see you, because that's kind of how it's been going recently.
Yeah, that's
so.
healthy.
Yeah.
We will see you when we see you, and we hope that your life is blessed and good. And wish us luck at the Dreamy Awards.
Woo!
Goodbye, everybody.